The boys are back in town.
Jeff?
The boys are back in town.
You always gonna put your remix in. You remix king. Shout out to you.
Yeah. Oh, the remix ain't the same, dog.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, it was popping.
What's
What's up, guys?
Damn.
How you doing, J-Ho?
Yeah, man. Nah, I'm here, man.
We here, man.
You know
what I'm saying?
Shout out to Live Free or Die Trying G. He gave us a comment on the YouTube page.
Yes, sir.
If you're watching this on YouTube, make more comments. Shout out to you, my brother.
Yes, sir. He subscribed and everything.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate that.
Appreciate everybody that's also doing that. We'll kick things off with Song of the Week. Talk to me, Coach. What's your song?
Song of the week. For me, I went back with this one, man. It's Noriega, Super Thug.
Man. Yeah.
What?
Man, that for real 4 count, boy.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Who's on the hook? Background vocals.
I don't know.
Khalees.
Yep.
Yeah, Khalees. Yeah. Yeah, I had to sing it.
Yeah.
My song of the week is Bankroll Fresh. Like
there we
my
go.
Hot Boy Real Trap intro.
Yes, Lord.
Man, course JT for 3.
God. God. That's my dog.
Shout out to Bankroll.
They had one.
Bankroll.
Yeah, man. It's my favorite one, man. It's my favorite Bankroll song. He got a really good one with Jeezy too, though.
Yeah, he got
a couple. He got a good 5.
He got a good. Well, for Bankroll fans, he got a solid 20. But for everybody else,
the average
solid.
every day.
Take over your trap.
Yeah, walk in your trap.
Take over your trap.
You got to.
Life of a hot boy.
Yeah.
You're the one with you. Yeah, he got solid 5.
Solid 4, 5. Yeah. What you got, Jeff?
I took it back as well. Shout out to Coach. I went back to UGK, Diamonds and Wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Pimp, man. You know that's it's different. You know,
come on.
Oh my God.
I put you on it.
Whoa.
Yeah, then you sitting and playing that Nintendo 64 when you came over there. Yeah, because it was Dreamcast. It was Dreamcast. Yeah, he came over there. He know what was playing in the house.
Yeah.
Good incense burning in the house. On the south side, Box Lane. Shout out to the guys.
Shout out to the south side.
Yeah.
The other part.
Nah, that's the part. That's the part. Your part stink.
Oh my God.
Let's get to it, man.
Full sport press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing the right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full sport press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full sport press.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back, and some of you for the first time, to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Lot.
Weezy is out on assignment. Shout out to you, Weezy.
Weezy.
Cameraman, how you doing, brother?
All right,
Great.
player.
All right.
Word.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, from here on out, we got the energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You talking about the mini iPod.
Right.
The mini iPod had you feeling good. The mini iPod had you.
Yeah, I know, man. Episode 525. We're moving on to the offensive side of the NFL Top 7 series with the wide receivers and tight ends.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
And you better damn believe
Let's
it.
kick it off. Coach, best of the week. Talk to the people.
Best of the week for me, man, was shout out to the WNBA All-Star game.
Let's talk about it.
Very entertaining game. Shout out to Rike.
Yeah. Ogunbowale.
That's how you get heated.
Yeah.
She was cooking all second half buckets.
Fact.
All second half buckets.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's
I'm rolling.
fun.
Yeah, that's definitely my best of the week as well. They set a record with 3.4 million viewers on ABC. The previous record was 1.4. And last year's game was right at 850,000. So shout out to the W. A successful weekend minus Pitbull's halftime performance.
Terrible.
Man,
I was up
Pitbull.
like this.
And here's the thing, though.
People got some
Pay
slaps.
the Pitbull slaps.
Yeah.
Man.
He playing everybody else slaps.
Right.
With the Vegas.
Yeah, man, they take no.
People done put that suit on,
And
but he ain't
feeling-
turned back, coach.
Oh, my God.
Oons.
He don't care.
What you got, Jeff? Best of the week.
You smell that, cameraman?
Uh-oh.
Fantasy football is in the air.
Oh, it is.
It's in the air.
Yeah.
Get my draft positions together in some of my leagues. You know, the FSP league's about to get rolling too. It's that time of year, ho.
Let's
I'm
get
happy,
it.
man. Have you playing this year?
Nah, I'm not.
Coach like you?
Huh? What?
Yeah. Let's kick it back to worst of the week. Coach, what you got?
Man, my worst of the week is, man, Nike and Jordan released a Air Jordan 1 Heidi 5 price, and it is going for what you say?
Whopping.
A whopping $250.
That's crazy, bro.
That
That supposed to be
is
$99,
insane.
man.
What are we
Jordan
doing?
1 is nuts.
Well, we know what they're doing.
You said it's $250.
$250 retail.
For Jordan.
They trying to get it back.
They're getting back in blood.
A hybrid. That's it.
Count me out,
That is
Jack.
crazy.
I'm not paying $250 for no Jordan 1.
Man,
Jordan
what?
one.
Go to hell.
That's a
Straight
Jordan
to
1.
hell with gasoline draw.
Ain't doing that.
Tough,
Go to
man.
hell. Yeah, nah, that's
We
ridiculous.
still dead out here.
But what I'm saying is but cameraman ain't lying. They basing it off what people are paying on a majority price
That's
for a
true.
shoe that they really want. It's
So they like-
$400. So it's like, oh,
We
okay.
gonna get that too.
We
then.
gonna spend $250 then see if they do. But
Nah.
the devil is a lie. They're gonna be sitting and frozen.
Man, frozen.
I'm
I'm gonna tell you what ain't gonna happen. Jordan 1 half bread ain't gonna freeze though.
Man,
They
watch.
gonna sell.
Watch. I'm telling you, bro. Nobody's paying $250 for a shoe that's $99.
I'm nobody. I'm paying $250.
That's funny. That's my worst of the week, man. My worst of the week is the Steve McNair documentary, guys. We don't need that. We don't need to see another one, dog. The ESPN doc was enough. Let this man rest in peace. I don't want to see no videos, his mom, his kids,
Reenactments.
man, because what you're doing is reopening old wounds, or you're going to reopen a case.
Yeah.
And I ain't done listen. You're going to reopen a case. You're going to get that case reopened. They better stop playing. They begin, I'm going to move right along.
Yes,
It's just
sir.
what you got.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
My worst of the week is it's finally over, man. It's announced today as of recording. NBA on TNT. This will be their last season.
Pour out a little.
Pour out a little liquor.
Pull out a little bit.
Yeah.
Salute to y'all, man.
Greatest
Yeah.
sports, greatest basketball show, greatest sports recap show.
Yeah.
Best cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And I think what they're doing is getting ahead of it because think about this, guys. Ernie's in his 70s, right at 70. Chuck is in his 60s.
Yeah.
Charles.
Chuck and Kenny's still out here, though.
But,
Yeah.
but the majority of the people are at a certain age. You want to go ahead and sunset that while you can, while it's still at a high level. And I think the NBA is looking ahead and moving on to Amazon. So it makes sense.
They gonna get their
I gotta get
send off per second.
Oh, yeah.
Because they got the last
The
year.
last year.
So
that
that shit
tour
gonna be up.
That
That tour is going to be
yeah.
They deserve it.
Yeah.
Man, just
Yeah.
getting used to watching Amazon is rough. Like right now, I'm still forgetting to go check out certain WNBA games on Amazon. Like
I forgot about that too.
Yeah, it's getting rough.
Yeah.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music to catch up on the full archive of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho
Yes, sir.
and Coach Locke.
Yes, sir.
You guys have a yellow box with Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
Yes, we do. This week's award recipient is J Hove and Jeff's guy, Sebastian Telfair.
Come on, bad seed.
Ah,
Yeah.
you wildin'.
Appearing on the DJ Vlad YouTube channel, Sebastian Telfair said, and I quote, "Kobe Bryant had them chicks though," end quote. Even though for a millisecond you see his brain thinking, maybe I shouldn't say that, but
Too
he
late.
went ahead and said, and just doubling down and said, Vanessa ain't watching this. Well, Bassy, that
Sorry.
clip has 100,000 views as we record this podcast.
Mm.
Bassy.
Mm.
And I get it, man, but snitches get stitches. This man is dead.
Dead.
Dead,
defend
man.
himself.
You
Can't
don't get it,
defend
dog.
himself,
You don't.
man.
You don't get it, dog. No, you don't.
No.
You don't get it. You
No,
don't.
I get what he was saying because he's trying to get clicks so he can get onto more platforms. But it seems like Vlad is the only person. And Vlad got blood on his hands, too.
Vlad gonna let you hang yourself.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's paying people to come up there and get clicks and talk
say
about
crazy
people that
shit.
can't defend themselves,
Right.
Vlad. So you definitely got blood on your hands. But, Bassy, you can't go out like this, dog. You was one of them ones, Bassy. Just be one of them ones. Just
Too late.
Just bow out gracefully, dog.
Too late.
There's no reason. The same way Maurice Claret is on Cam and May show when college football season going around. There's no reason Sebastian Telfair shouldn't be on that show with them every week. But you can't be on there doing stupid stuff like that. Bro.
Yeah, man.
He letting his bitterness
That's
get
it.
to him.
That's
He letting
exactly
it
what
get
it
to him
is.
instead of just taking it for what it is and moving on. And you could possibly make that turn like Maurice Claret did, like Jeff was talking about. But this not gonna help you out.
Nah, anybody bring you on for that.
Nah.
Violating, talking about a deceased man was allegedly doing.
Yeah, deceased goat
when he was alive, man. Come on, man.
Take it to him.
Let the great veteran live, man.
Will.
Yeah.
Jeff, me and you, man. We
Y'all might want to take it together.
gotta take that as a
on
yeah.
Bassy
We
house.
gotta go on to New York and holler at our boy.
God, dog.
He in CI, just chilling.
See?
He definitely chilling. He definitely chilling in CI. Yeah.
Mm.
You guys ready to get started with the first half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The Revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I'm J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Locke. Big Jeff, where can they find you on social media, my brother?
That's Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Jay, talk to the people.
It's J Ho on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk college football on Twitter. Threads as well. I got to get a little bit more active on Threads. I've been slacking since college football been out. You seen the meme?
It's a lot.
Put in 40 hours last week playing that game. More than 41, more than I did at work.
Well, you did
I did some overtime out over there.
Yeah.
Man,
What you got
man.
coming?
Hey, excitement, bro.
Nothing has changed, man. It's Lock _the _great. That's THA. Get at me.
Yeah.
Guys, competition is here, man.
Mhm.
It's the offensive side of the ball. We're moving on to the wide receivers. Again, we appreciate everybody sent in the list. Please follow directions and send in the list. Don't add in people that you think that should have been on this list.
Looking at you, cameraman.
Man, no, it's people talking about DeAndre Hopkins. Titans
Oh,
fans,
my
man.
God.
That's
Of course.
Titans
What
fans.
do you expect?
Yeah,
What do you
man.
expect, dog?
DeAndre Hopkins is not
Come on,
in the
man.
pool, bro. He doesn't deserve to be in the pool.
Nowhere close.
No. Yeah. But anyway, speaking of the competition at the wide receiver position, knows no rival. It's the NFL's deepest position, and it breeds new stars every year. Greatness can come from basically anywhere. Putting up 1,000 yards isn't enough to crack the elite, Jeff. It isn't enough. 27 different receivers surpassed that threshold just last season, guys.
Goodness
So
gracious.
again, 1,000 ain't what it used to be.
That old 1,000 ain't what it used to be.
No, sir.
Coach, go through the list 7 through 1 from last year, please.
Last year, we had at 7, Jamar Chase from the Bengals. 6, CD Lamb from the Dallas Cowboys. At 5, Stephon Diggs at the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, he was with the Bills. Yeah,
At the time.
Yep.
A.J. Brown with the Philadelphia Eagles. Devontae Adams with the Las Vegas Raiders. At 3, Tyreek Hill at 2 with the Miami Dolphins. And at 1, Justin Jefferson with the Minnesota Vikings.
Jeff, who is going off the list in 2024?
Ooh, boy. All right. So I had CD Lamb. Spoiler alert. Weezy had AJ Brown. Ooh, shoot.
That was hate.
Yeah,
was
that was
hate.
hate. That was
hate.
hate.
Yeah.
Jay had Stephon Diggs. And Coach Locke had Devontae Adams.
Okay.
Gee whiz.
And joining said list, Jeff, who do we have joining the list in 2024?
Man, I had DJ Moore.
You also had Amon-Ra St. Brown as well, but you switched.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I talked myself into DJ
Yeah.
Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Weezy had Drake London and Odell Beckham Jr.
Double negative.
Coach Locke had Devontae Smith.
Okay.
And Jay had Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay. Go. And going through the pool is listed on Instagram. If you need to see the additional players, get on there. It's on there. Moving on to the honorable mentions. First things first, we'll kick things off with Devontae Adams, the Las Vegas Raiders. He was number 3 last year, guys. 31 years old. Jeff, you fought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't have a QB to speak of at all. He had Jaw Man. Jimmy had soul.
Jimmy had
That soul is gone.
Jimmy had a little soul, though.
He had.
That
Yeah,
soul is
correct.
gone.
Where Jimmy at now?
Who knows? I don't know.
Jimmy
Is
don't
he in
know
Las
when-
Vegas?
Yeah.
Nah, there's no way they brought him back.
No, I don't think they brought him back.
He just sitting out here.
I think Jimmy just out here.
I know Ryan Tannehill is.
Hey,
I've been trying to tell y'all about Ryan Tannehill.
Where's Tannehill at? Huh?
That's Locke's boy.
hey, listen. We all make mistakes,
Yeah.
brother.
Devontae had 1,144 to be exact.
Yeah.
8 touchdowns. He had a solid year.
And that was a solid year.
Just nobody.
It wasn't all his fault, Joe.
It wasn't. If you
Hell
watch a
no.
receiver, if you watch a receiver on Netflix, it wasn't his fault.
He played with 5 different starting quarterbacks since he's been there since 2022.
Yeah.
That's a bunch, man. Still one of the most reliable number ones.
Jimmy Garoppolo backup for the Rams. Sorry.
For the Rams?
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy got sold.
Jimmy got sold.
Way back up. But yeah, still a guy. I think he can still win on the outside. You can get some tough yards. Just wondering what that quarterback room is looking like in Las Vegas to get him the ball. And it's not situated. It's a bad situation for Devontae being in his golden years in the NFL to go out like this. I hate that, man, because he can still play at a high level.
Yeah, he can still get open.
Absolutely. He's open right now.
Yes, sir.
He's open right
Yeah.
now.
Yes, sir.
Coach, you want to talk about Garrett Wilson?
Yeah, man. Garrett Wilson had a great year with the Jets. He finished tied for 7 most targets in the NFL as a rookie in 2022. But what happened, we all know. He didn't have nobody to throw him the ball. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt first play, and it cancels the season basically for the Jets. But he still had 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns, 11 yards per reception. So he has a bright future. But this list is so tough.
That's a tough list.
It's one of the reasons why these honorable mention guys are not on the list.
That's right. And last but not least, Stephon Diggs, a former Buffalo Bill. He was ranked number 5 last year, 30 years old, was a Pro Bowler. This is the thing. I think Stephon Diggs is one of the more prolific receivers we've seen in this past 5 to 6 years. And his production took a serious dip, and Jeff mentioned this in pre-production during the second half of the season. Yeah. And I think it sucks that now he's won his welcome out in 2 spots. It's Minnesota, Buffalo. It has something to do with Stephon Diggs. He has to look in the mirror a little bit.
Maybe, but if he wins it all with a young quarterback in Houston, who cares at this point?
No, listen, he's still playing at a high level. He's crossed 1,000 yards each of the last 6 seasons. So he's still playing at a high level, but you have Nico Collins there. You have Dalton Schultz. You also have Tank Dell. I just wonder how his personality is going to fit in with that young nucleus. And maybe he wasn't brought in to be C.J. Stroud's number 1. Maybe he was there to just maybe control the wide receiver room, but I just don't see how that's going to work with Stephon Diggs.
He on a 1-year deal, though, so he better figure it out quick.
He's capable of doing both, I think. I think he'll have a good year as well. All right, let's get to the list. Coming in at number 7, we have Brandon Ayuk from the San Francisco 49ers. Wasn't ranked last year, 26 years old, second team All-Pro. Coach, talk about B.A.
B.A. is one of those guys where he's in a situation right now where he wants to get paid like he's the best receiver in the NFL. And he's not the best receiver in the NFL. And I'm a 49ers fan. I know they're like, how can you say that about your guy? I'm a realist. He's a great route runner, great after catch, and a true sideline threat. But the amount of money he's asking for is what's hurting him right now.
30 is 30.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot.
It's a lot,
It's a lot. I mean, 75 receptions, 1,300 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns. Yeah. Had a great year, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I would love to have him back, but I don't know if we going to get him back for $30 million.
Yeah. In a loaded 49ers offense, Jeff, B.A., he's emerged as the top target. This is your man. You had him higher on the list.
That's the problem. I shouldn't say a problem. That's a great problem to have if you're San Francisco, because you do have a Debo, you do have a Kittle, and you did draft a kid from Florida this year. So you feel like a B.A. or Brandon Ayuk maybe should take a hometown discount to stay with the team. But I look at somebody making 75 catches and turn that into 1,300 yards. That's somebody working smarter, not harder.
Hell yeah.
He's open. Somebody's going to pay him if they don't.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listen, I think just watching this kid from being drafted there, and he was in the doghouse with Kyle Shanahan, to be where he is now, just a top target, had a career year in 2023, premier route runner, like Coach mentioned, open field juice, everything you have for a wide receiver 1. But with this team, he's going to have to take a pay cut because we have so many other people that he has to pay. And, man, just one of the best players in the league at getting open. But I think within this offense, unfortunately, we can get somebody else to do what he's doing for half the price.
Yeah,
And
because you got to go get your money. I don't
Yeah,
blame you.
get
This
paid.
is the NFL, not for long league.
Not for
You
long.
got to go get your money. I don't blame him.
You
You just
gotta
got to
see-
understand that
Yeah.
you're not going to be part of this organization getting $30 million.
He's gonna be in Washington. Y'all have to deal with him in Washington. And
No,
it's
we
like,
ain't got to worry about him
Shoot.
because they ain't got nobody. They ain't got. Yeah, he wants to go there. You want to play with a.
Scared Terry on one
Damn.
side, him on the other.
Nah,
and
they gonna
Jalen
have
the
to
QB.
Nah, they had to give us Terry.
They'll give you 2.
Nah,
give
they
you
had to
2.
give us scary.
Nah, they ain't getting up Terry. They'll give y'all 2.
Yeah.
Y'all
Moving
take it.
right along to number 6, we have Jamar Chase from the Cincinnati Bengals. Number 7 last year, 24 years old, was a Pro Bowler. Jeff, talk to me about Jamar Chase.
The more we talk about Jamar Chase, the best thing you can say about him is that he gets his quarterback back.
Damn right.
He gets Joe Burrow back.
Mhm.
This guy's coming off a year with 100 catches, 7 touchdowns. We know he's open. We know how that team. We know how prolific they look when they're together.
Mhm.
He's the happiest guy, probably the happiest guy on this list.
Yeah, nah. And you look at Jamar Chase, crossed 1,000 yards in all 3 of his NFL seasons. Coach, is Jamar Chase low on this list, or is he just right where he needs to be at?
I think he's low on this list because of the lack of his quarterback being able to play.
Mhm.
If his quarterback was there all year long, I think he would be higher on this list. But with his quarterback being out, like Jeff mentioned, I think that hurt him. The other thing, Jamar Chase, is he's not the greatest route running wide receiver, but he still manages always to get open.
How you gonna get open?
So it's kind of hitting, I guess you could say. But the good thing is he does work on it. It's not like he's not trying to improve it.
Yeah.
And you can see him getting better. So even though it is a weakness, it's not enough to hurt him. But if he continues to work on his route running, the sky's the limit. He gets his quarterback back, he'll be right back at the top of this list.
Yeah, I just don't think he's followed up from that stellar rookie season with a signature season after that, mainly due to the fact of not drafting that left tackle.
Hey.
And you,
Talk about it.
you see what I'm saying? So in turn, you can't keep your quarterback upright. But besides Tyreek Hill, like you guys mentioned, still one of the best vertical threats in the entire NFL. You got Joe Burrow getting back, putting him in a good spot. This is a contract year for him.
Yes, sir.
You would see one of the best years for Jamar Chase, 100%, if Burrow can stay healthy, that is.
Big if.
Yep. Moving on to number 5, we have A.J. Brown from the Eagles. Last year's ranked number 4, 27 years old, second-team All-Pro, and a Pro Bowler. Coach, talk to me about A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown started off the year cooking, just like the Eagles did, but they fell off toward the end, which somebody had to do with the scheduling. You know, they got into the heart of the schedule. They started playing the Chiefs, the 49ers, Dallas, and the rest of their division schedule, but A.J. Brown still was able to put up 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns, and he's still one of the better receivers in this league.
Yeah.
They just going to have to put it together and stay consistent with it.
That's
Jalen
it.
Hurts is going to have to be who they need him to be and stay where he want him to be.
This is the thing about A.J. Brown. Since being traded to the Eagles, he's finishing the top 5 in receiving yards each year, Jeff. What is the thing about A.J. Brown that keeps him at 5-4 on our list?
It's just he's a consummate professional. You can say what you want. Like, this guy shows up each and every week. The Titans are still trying to come back from that trade. Not trying to. No,
That's true.
Yeah, they're just being honest. Like,
Yeah.
no disrespect to the Titans fans, they still trying to bounce back from that trade. And he's going to be the third main ingredient in this Super Bowl run Philadelphia's about to go on this year.
I got you. Matchup nightmare. Blend of excellent size, athleticism, skill, everything you need at a wide receiver 1. I think other receivers on this list are better all around, but if you need a one-on-one, A.J. Brown is the guy in the slant. Yeah, man. Play through contact, plays at a high level. His quarterback just has to help him out this year,
He will.
and I think so. I think it'll be a good year for him.
He will.
We is funny. You relax.
No, I said he
You
will.
said we?
No, I
He
said
said
he will.
He said he will.
Okay.
He said he. He did.
No, we.
Hey, no,
That's my
we.
favorite.
Okay.
He's one of my favorite players.
Oh, yeah,
Jalen
sure
Hurts is
got
one of my favorite players in the
it.
league. Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 4, we have Amon-Ra St. Brown from the Detroit Lions, one ranked last year, 24 years old, first team All-Pro and a Pro Bowler. Coach, talk to me about St. Brown. Nah,
Who's best call?
I know. I just said it was gonna be. I knew he was gonna have a good year. I fell into the narcotics with the Lions. Their coach Dan Campbell gets me every year. I saw it was gonna be a situation he's gonna get 100 catches, and he did. Yeah, I know. It's okay. Yeah. Now you don't ever give me credit, so that's true. Talk to me, Coach.
Man, he's one of those nifty players after the catch. He's not the biggest wide receiver. He's not the strongest wide receiver. He's not the explosive wide receiver, but he always plays with fluidity. He, you know what I'm saying? He's gritty. He improves every year. After the catch, he's going to get those yak yards. It's going to help you get on down the field, and he's a breakout player. Like, anytime he can take that 12-yard out and take it to the house.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be able to keep this momentum going because the Browns are one of the teams to be worried about in the NFC now.
Yeah, no, for sure. Shout out to Amon-Ra St. Brown, earned a 4-year, $120 million extension. That's what BA wants. BA's not getting that. Talk to me about Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jeff.
I may just be a victim of me watching that receiver show, man. He's just one of those guys you can't help but pull for.
Oh, you got a root for him. Other than coloring his hair, yeah. That's
that's
a part of it.
That's a part of him, though.
Now you got to sell yourself.
Yeah, he's doing it. And, you know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to him. Shout out to his work ethic. You can't teach the stuff he got.
Hell no.
That's something that
God given.
To look at that list before every game. That's a different type of dude right there.
Yeah, he different.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the thing, because you know where the ball's going in Detroit. It's going to him and Sam Laporta.
Yes, sir.
And for him to still come up with catches, 119 second in the entire NFL, let you know he's playing at a high level. This is the thing. He's a scheme guy. And Ben Johnson has schemed this guy open more than anybody in the NFL, and it makes him look really, really good. Not taking anything away from him, but they scheme him to get open. I think he's more dependent on said scheme more than anybody else on this list. That doesn't take away anything to what he does because the 49ers playing a scheme. So, I mean, it's okay. But it is more about these other guys, these other three guys. It ain't a lot of scheming for them.
Drop them anywhere you
want. Boys is open.
Drop them anywhere you want.
And not to say that Amon-Ra St. Brown ain't open because Amon-Ra St. Brown is open, but they scheme to get him open because literally he's the only show in town.
Talk to me.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about wide receivers. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to number 3, we have CeeDee Lamb from the Dallas Cowboys. Was ranked number 6 last year, 25 years old, played in 17 games, was a first-team All-Pro, and led the league in receptions. Coach, talk to me about CeeDee.
135 receptions is crazy. Crazy. Yeah. But it's the reason he's wearing that 88. He's proving it. Monster. He's showing it. You know, everybody, if you don't know, wearing 88 for the Dallas Cowboys wide receiver is an honor. Yeah. You have to be a dog to put on that 88. And he's 24 years old. That's a scary thing. That's what's crazy. He's young doing this. Yeah. 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns, 13 per reception. He's open. He's going to get open. He's going to break away, get open, going to catch a 5-yard slant and take it to the house. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb is a monster.
Yeah. And what's scary about CeeDee is that his receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdown numbers have improved in every season that he's played. Yeah. It's gotten better every year. Here's to you, Cowboys fans. Talk about CeeDee Lamb.
Nah, you guys said it all right there. 1,700. He's open. Dak wants you to pay him.
Yeah.
Dak needs you to pay him.
Got to give him that 30. Run him the max.
Yeah, we got to run him the max. You got to run him the max.
Yeah, you got to pay this kid because he's able to. Go ahead.
Now, they don't have the sport, not trying to be funny.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have the embarrassment of sports like the 49ers have on skilled players. Now, on defense, they do.
They do.
But on offense, they need a running game.
Yeah.
They brought back old Zeke.
Yeah.
Old Zeke.
Old Zeke. You still got Cooks out there. Cooks be open, too. Yeah. But I'm telling you, Brent Cook's one of the more underrated wide receivers in the league.
That's true. But it ain't like that.
Yeah. But
it
the way
Debo on the other side.
Hell no. But the way the CeeDee moves around in the formation, especially past years, specifically on the outside, how they use him, he can do it all, man. Great hands, outstanding pace. I think he's one of the best with the ball in his hands. With the ball in his hands? You got
one of the best. You didn't say he's the best.
No, he was saying Paul.
Yeah, one of the best.
I said it's one of the best with the ball in his hands. Like it's one. We got one ball. We got two balls.
Some people got one ball.
Some people got two balls. But yeah, man, CeeDee deserves the max.
Yes.
Yeah, get him the max. Yeah. Moving on to number 2, we have Tyreek Hill from the Kansas City Chiefs. We don't.
We got from the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. From the Miami Dolphins. Yeah. That's true. Last year he was ranked number 2, 30 years old, played in 16 games, first team All-Pro, receiving yards leader, and touchdowns by a receiver. Coach, how is he number 2 on the list with that?
He's number 2 on his list because the guy that's number 1 we'll get to has a crazy upside as well.
Yeah.
No, you could have gone either way with this one. You could have gone 1-2. But we all know if Tyreek Hill doesn't get hurt, he probably is number 1 on this list. Because you got to make him number 1 if you get the 2,000 mark. Yeah. And he missed, what, 1 game, 2 games?
Yeah, 1 game.
1 game, which he needed 201 yards. Yeah. He may have got it, he may have not. But dude is still a freak of nature.
Yeah.
He's unguardable in the open field. His quickness and speed is unmatched. Yeah. He's 30 years old.
He is 30.
So I don't know if we're going to start to see that speed slow down a little bit, but from what we're seeing, it doesn't look that way. But he's a terror for defensive backs.
Yeah, here's the thing, though, Jeff. Remember when we thought Tyreek Hill was silly for wanting to leave Patrick Mahomes, and he had his best years as a Dolphin with Tua Tagovailoa as quarterback?
Mm-hmm. Statistically, yeah. But the Chiefs have also won 2 Super Bowls since he left.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't got nothing. That's a well-oiled machine there. But people were saying that he was a system wide receiver.
Yeah, he definitely ain't that.
He ain't that.
No, he ain't that. 1,700 in back-to-back seasons. 119 catches in back-to-back seasons.
Come on, man.
He open.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to their coach for scheming him open.
Yeah.
He found him in spots, and he taking
Mike McCarthy.
And he's using that speed to take it. Yeah.
Mike McDaniel.
I know you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mike McDaniel. Yeah. Tua Tagovailoa. I've never believed in Tua Tagovailoa. What do you want me to say? My story ain't never changed by him. He one hit away. He won, and I pray it never happens. It's been the same. It's been the same thing.
Okay.
Hold on. 1,700 and what? And then what happened? And then when you need him to play, what happened? What happened every time you need him? What happened to Tua? What happened to Tua?
Bro, it ain't had nothing to
What happened
do
to
with
in that
Tua.
game?
The whole team
What happened to in that game in the
Bro,
playoffs?
it ain't had nothing to do with Tua.
What happened
That
to
whole defense got hurt, bro. Xavier Howard, Jalen Phillips,
What happened to Tua?
7 starters was gone, bro. It ain't had nothing to do with that. Get the hell out of here.
It's great.
Anyway.
The Chiefs have won 2 Super Bowls on the cusp of 3. It's Jordan.
Here's the thing. Tyreek Hill led the NFL in drops. That is his knock. That
is a
stat.
Drops is a stat. Big dog. Hey, big dog.
What you mean how? When
big dog.
That you dropping the ball.
It's a stat.
Yeah.
if you drop the ball, that means you're messing up game.
Right. Yes, you're a wide receiver. You're not supposed to drop the ball.
Moving on.
Yeah, but his elite playmaking offsets everything that he does. So durable. His age shows a little bit on the top end speed, more nicks and bruises as we get through the end of the year. But at 34 years old, he's still going to look the exact same, I think. I think it'll just be a little different as far as the scheme. No, I'm saying at 34.
At 34. Okay.
Yeah, at 34, he still look the same. Him slowing down, I just don't compute that in my brain and look at Tyreek Hill slow.
The only thing that scares me about it is he tried to get that 2,000.
Yeah,
and now I know this isn't the same, but we saw running backs try to get that 2,000, and they got it, and then next year they didn't look the same.
Yeah, but
they took a while to get back to.
But
Derrick Henry.
Wear and tear to running back compared to wear and tear on a wide receiver is 2 totally different things.
True, but it's trying to get a Cooper Kupp. Yeah. Cooper Kupp tried to get the 2,000.
Cooper Kupp was the only person open.
But he was definitely trying to get that 2,000. And then look what happened the very next year. That's
debatable.
Yeah.
And coming in at numero uno, we have Justin Jefferson from the Minnesota Vikings, was ranked number 1 as well last year. 25 years old, played in 10 games. Jeff, talk to me about Jettis, the highest paid player in the NFL.
You know why? Because he played in 10 games, it still had 100 catches. Still had. It was balling. You know what I mean? It still had a rack. So. That says it all, right? 68 catches, but still had 1,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? 5 touchdowns in 10 games.
Yeah, that's insane.
That says it.
Yeah. That's a down year for him, but he missed 6 games, 7 games. Yeah. Talk to me, Coach.
Like everything Jeff mentioned, that's why he's number 1 on this list. But the thing that could hurt him is his lack of quarterback play. It's not going to be the same. They're going to have to get the timing back together. We don't know how good the quarterback is going to be. And for a wide receiver, when you're depending on your quarterback to have those great numbers, that could be a problem. Yeah, he still may wind up with 1,000, but he won't reach the potential that he should reach with his skill set and ability.
Yep. Since he became a Minnesota Viking, he's led all receivers in yards per game and the most 100-yard games with 29. Just constant production with lack thereof. I mean, he got Kirk Cousins paid again. Instincts, elite hands, do it all route runner. I think he's the best route runner in the entire game right now. The question, like Coach mentioned, will his production dip if you got to depend on Sam Darnold or J.J. McCarthy? That is your option.
Please not Sam Darnold.
Man.
Yeah. Let me know.
Yeah. So if you had to depend on those two guys, but you're going to get $35 million a year, roll me out there too, dog. You know what I mean? I'll make it happen.
And it kind of speaks to that $35 million contract.
Yeah.
this is going to be one of those years for him where he gets to show that he's also a great leader too.
Yeah.
Because if it is JJ, that's a rookie. No matter how successful he was in college, JJ McCarthy's still a rookie.
Yeah, he don't know what the hell going on.
So you can coach him up and make it to where he's not a. We saw as Titan fans, not a Titan, but Titan fans can remember Rusty Smith came into the game, and who was he looking for every time? Randy Moss. That's all he was looking for. And
Throw that thing up.
so it's going to be a similar situation for JJ, and hopefully Justin Jefferson can coach him up and like say, look, find different spots to find him open.
Like the JJ to JJ.
JJ to JJ.
Yeah.
Shout out to it.
Jeff, let's go through the list 7 through 1.
All righty. At 7, we had Brandon Ayuk. Number 6, we had Jamar Chase. Number 5, we had A.J. Brown. And number 4, we had Amon-Ra St. Brown. And number 3, we had C.D. Lamb. And number 2, Tyreek Hill. Number 1, Justin Jefferson.
Let's get to it. Leaving the list. Coach,
Whew.
what we got?
Leaving the list.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
Ooh.
Brandon Ayuk.
Ah.
Yeah.
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 Ah. That's tough. That is low hanging, but
Ain't
ain't nobody else
coming
going
off
over.
his list.
Ain't nobody else coming off that.
Ain't nobody else
list.
coming off his list.
Ain't nobody coming off that damn list. But if I had to switch it up, I would say, woo.
Yeah.
I would say,
Yeah.
I would say,
Don't switch it up.
I would say Brandon Ayuk
Okay.
is leaving the list. What you got, Jeff?
I got 3.
3.
You see what I'm saying?
Come on, Jeff.
I got 3 people leaving the list. I
And see, this
got
is what
3
I'm saying.
coming off.
But this is what I'm saying. If he gets all 3 wrong, he'll stay. I got 1 right, and that's not fair.
No, I won't say that. I'm saying I got 3. I'm going 3 for 3.
Come on, Jeff.
Brandon Ayuk is leaving. Amon-Ra St. Brown is leaving. And Jamar Chase is leaving.
On a contract year.
Pardon me, I'm sorry. A.J. Brown is leaving. Not Jamar Chase. A.J. Brown is leaving.
Joining the list, Jeff. Who we
Devontae
got?
Adams is joining the list. Garrett Wilson is joining the list. And Marvin Harrison Jr. is joining the list. As a rookie. It don't matter.
Anyway, I have Brandon Ayuk and I have Cooper Kupp joining the list.
Yo, boy.
Yeah, Cooper
Yo,
Kupp, my
boy.
guy, my guy. Got to roll with Cooper Kupp, baby. And Khalil Shakir. Watch out for Khalil Shakir.
God.
Yeah, what you got?
I have Garrett Wilson joining the
Garrett Wilson joining that list, y'all.
He on that list.
There ain't no question joining.
He's making
Garrett
that
Wilson
list.
on that list.
Yes, sir.
He gonna be open.
Open.
Somebody from the let's hook a crook.
Yeah.
Somebody on that team is gonna be on this list. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There ain't no question.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Great list. It's time for half.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
Hell yes, that too.
make sure you do all that, all right? And when these ads start showing, ads are free if you got Amazon Prime or Amazon Music. Make sure you check that out. All right, to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. Halftime. We're going to talk a little music at halftime this week, guys. Let's get it going. Had a great question for the fellas of FSP. Who is one artist, no matter the genre, that you wish other people or more people were on and were listening to? And on top of that, what is the project or projects or song that you would suggest to that person to put them on for said artist? That's a good question, right, cameraman? All right. Get it going, J-Ho. What you got?
Okay. I have the artist Simba. And my song on that is Top G. And the project that everybody should listen to is Results Take Time, hosted by DJ Drama.
That's a good one. That's a good choice. That's a solid mixtape, too.
It's very solid.
He can rap at a high
He
level.
can really rap.
And he's not a bad songwriter.
Not a
He's
bad
getting
songwriter.
Yeah.
He just needs to figure out a way to get a hit. He's got to get a hit. He got to get a hit. And he got to put out a for real project. So.
Now's the time, with
Yeah.
the West Coast being what they are right now.
Yeah.
Now's the time. And
Yeah.
he's playing that West Coast flag, too.
Yep.
Who you got, Coach?
I'm going to go with my local guy, my boy B. Howard.
Okay.
Just dropped the album, actually. The song on the album is Guilty.
I like that one.
The name of the album is called Shameless.
He got a couple on that album.
Yeah.
that I like a lot.
Yeah.
The,
got a couple on there, man. It's a
was
good
it?
album.
Was it Bill Road? Drunk on Bill Road?
Drunk on Briley.
Drunk on Briley.
Yeah.
I like that
People
one.
be drunk on Briley.
People do be drunk on Briley.
Yeah.
I like Drunk on Briley. I got a couple of records on there.
It's called 3 a.m. on Briley.
3 a.m. on Briley,
Yeah.
but it's about him being drunk on Briley.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good record.
Yeah.
All right.
Jeff, it's on you.
All right. I had a couple here, but I'm going to go with Payroll Giovanni.
Oh man,
One of my
I ain't
favorite
gonna lie. A
rappers.
lot of people don't listen to Payroll.
They don't, and they should. One of the
Yeah.
most consistent rappers in the game right now.
You and Cal keeping the dream alive for Payroll.
Who's my other one? All right, so Payroll from
Then he go
shout out
Jeff
to
with two.
Midwest. If you gonna
we
look
go.
for a project, if you're gonna look for a project, I would go with the project with Payroll and Cardo, produced 100% by Cardo Got Wing.
Carter
Well,
God Wang.
Big Boss in Volume 1, Volume 1.5, and Volume 2. Those are great projects to start with. Shout out to Payroll. If you're feeling froggy, want to go to the West Coast again, go with Mozzie. One Up Top Ock is a classic. Hear when I tell you, it does not have any skips. Mozzie's One Up Top Ock album is one of the best West Coast rap albums you've ever heard in your life. Guaranteed.
Jason Martin is better than him, bro.
Not better than One Up Top Ock.
Say
You got to go knock on Nip door, YG first album door to get better than that album in the 22. In
He
the
said Nip album.
albums.
What we doing?
Let's get ready for the second half.
Thank you, man.
Sport Press.
J-Ho.
Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcast.
Revolution will be podcasted.
Second half, it's time for the tight end top 7 series. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
This year's tight end group is compelling because it has the classic heavyweight fight, Travis Kelce versus George Kittle, along with the undercard of rookies versus the field. Now, the 2023 draft class of tight ends was considered to be one of the best in decades, and that's reflected in our top 7. Last season's rookies made an impression across the league. Coach, can you go through the 2024 tight end list?
Yes, at 7, we had Dawson Knox. At 6, Cole Kmet. At 5, Evan Ingram. 4, Mark Andrews. 3, TJ Hawkinson. 2, George Kittle. And number 1, Travis Kelce.
Going off the list, who do we predict going off the list, Jeff?
I had Dawson Knox. Weezy had Cole Kmet. J-Hove also had Dawson Knox. Coach Locke had Mark Andrews.
And joining the list, Jeff, who we have joining the list?
Myself and Coach Locke had Kyle Pitts. And J-Hove and Weezy had Chiggs Okonwo.
Over 4.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's tough.
He was a.
I was high on
your
cheese.
guy.
Yeah, that was.
Damn, I was high on cheese.
That
your
Chiggs
man.
hype
That's your
train
man.
was through.
Damn,
That's your man.
Damn, cheese.
That's your man.
Cheese
It's this
let
year.
me
You was
down.
a year too early.
Damn, like we. Hey, listen.
You was a year too
What
early.
I'm hearing,
Yeah.
Titans gonna be good this year. That's what they saying. That's what they saying.
Cameron, you going to the open practice? Yeah, it's
Here
free.
we go. All right, let's go through our honorable mentions. First things first, we'll kick things off with Dalton Kincaid from the Buffalo Bills, 25 years old, played in 16 games as a rookie. This is the thing about Dalton Kincaid. His production did this, and he only played in 63% of snaps, Jeff. Besides Khalil Shakir, he's probably going to be Josh Allen's top pass catcher in 2024.
He's going to benefit from they're taking the Kansas City Chiefs approach where everybody gets touches.
Okay.
And all receivers, tight ends, everyone's getting touches throughout the game. Now that Stephon Diggs is gone.
Let's
It's
see.
going to be a big year for him.
Now, Coach, you had another honorable mention you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, Dalton Schultz from the Texans, man. He isn't flashy, but he's consistent. You know, he out of 88 targets, he only had 2 drops, one of the top drop numbers out of all of the tight ends. He's just an all-around good player, consistent, can block, and he can make contested receptions.
Yep. The only thing about people on this list, listen, guys, you're going to have to block, and you're also going to have to catch. If you're just a passing tight end, like we'll talk about these guys a little lower on the list, you're going to be a little lower on the list.
Okay.
Unlike Dalton Kincaid, he has to work on blocking. His blocking has a lot to be left to be desired. But at the end of the day, if you're a tight end, you got to be able to do a little bit of both.
Have to.
Let's get to it. Number 7 on the list, we have David Njoku. Cleveland Browns wasn't ranked last year, 28 years old, played in 16 games and was a Pro Bowler. Coach, talk to me about David Njoku.
David Njoku has to get better with drops. You know, I know he's not a wide receiver tight end, but tight ends catch the ball as well as block. He had 9 drops last season. That's too many. Now he did have the issue of playing with 4 different quarterbacks.
True indeed.
So everybody's spin on the football is a little different. That matters when you're catching the ball. So that could have been a reason he had as many drops as he did.
Yep.
But he still had 882 yards, 6 touchdowns. That's why he's 7.
And the thing is with Njoku, that led all tight ends in drops.
Mm-hmm.
Drops is a big stat, cameraman. Talk to me about Njoku, Coach. Jeff.
And David Njoku, Joe Flacco was his guy. David Njoku was Joe Flacco's guy to end that season for Cleveland, to go into that mini playoff run they went on. So shout out to him, finding chemistry with him. But guess what? The nasty man is back, David Njoku. So you got to figure it out. He's one tough dude though. He burned his face last year and wore a mask and playing football. Yeah. That's a tough dude right there.
That's a football player.
That's a real deal football player, coach.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah. When he signed that contract, everybody was like, "What? Like, how did he get paid like that?" But the main thing is he played years in the background, just being one of those guys with a high ceiling. Yeah. Always been an absolute athletic juggernaut. But the thing is, now he finally put it together in 2023, emerging as a big play threat and strong red zone option. His biggest issue is those drops. He gets those drops down, he'll be ready to rock. Coming in number 6 is Jeff's guy, Evan Ingram from the Jags. Wasn't ranked last year, 28 years old, played in 17 games, was a Pro Bowler. Jeff, talking about Evan Ingram.
He had his best year of his career, and somehow they ended him up at number 6.
Yep.
I will never understand that.
Because he cannot block a soul.
But he also had 114 catches at a tight end.
Yep, but he can't block a soul.
He had 963 yards at a tight end.
But wasn't
only
touch
2 other
block.
people above that. And had 4 touchdowns. Like, that's his best year across the board. And a
Absolutely.
down year for the Jags, he one of the few bright spots they had.
Yeah. And this is the thing about Evan Ingram. This is his best season of his career as far as volume. Yeah. But there's the reason that you play tight end. You got to be able to do both, Coach. You got to. Talk about Evan Ingram.
I think the reason that he had more receptions than any other tight end because he didn't block. He didn't waste no energy blocking. He saved it all. He saved it all. It's a pass play. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. I'm good. But yeah, But I mean, some of it has to do with his frame. That's why I believe that hurts some of his blocking because he's not the bigger, heavier guy like some of the tight ends on his list. That's why he kind of lines up like a wide receiver at times because of his frame. But Evan Ingram is still a dog. It's the reason why he had the most targets out of this list. They're on his list.
Yeah, man. Led the position in targets and receptions, like Jeff mentioned, 19 more than any other tight end with those receptions. But a matchup problem, you better not put a linebacker on him unless it's Fred Warner. You're going to be in trouble. Merge is arguably Trevor Lawrence's top target. The reason that they got rid of Calvin Ridley is because of basically a wide receiver at tight end. So massive pass catching role will keep him productive and keep him paid. Shout out to Evan Ingram. Let's move on to number 5. We have T.J. Hockenson. The Minnesota Vikings was ranked number 3 last year, 27 years old. Dang, he's getting old. 15 games played. No accolades, no stats, but had a really good year, Jeff. Talk to me about T.J. Hockenson.
Unfortunately, got hurt at the end of the year, so we hope going into this season he'll be ready to play by week 4 or 5 is what we're hearing. Great stats, 95 catches, like Jay said, and close to 1,000, 5 touchdowns. I mean, rookie quarterback or Sam Darnold, whichever one you put out there, having this guy as your safety blanket is going to be a great embarrassment of wellness. So I'm going with him.
Shout out to T.J. Hockenson, another Iowa tight end.
Yeah,
that would be a theme. Coach, talk to me about T.J. Hockenson.
What makes him really good is he can change up depending on who you put on him. If you put a linebacker on him, he can do better with his finesse. If you put a smaller guy on him, he can play with his power, and he can make those contested catches. The only thing is, like Jeff mentioned, how is he going to bounce back from the injury that he suffered late in the year? After posting career highs in catches and yards. That's my only question about TJ is the bounce back of the ACL, which we know in today's sports now, coming back from ACL injuries is not like it used to be 15 years ago. A lot of guys have those injuries come back and look better than they did before. But if he's as healthy as he is normally and he can have somewhat of some type of quarterback consistency, TJ Hockenson will have a good year.
Yeah, were he not coming off this list, I think he would be maybe 2, maybe 3 on this list. Been incredible since he arrived in Minnesota. Well on his way to 100 catches and 1,000 yards, like Jeff mentioned, for injuring his knee in week 16. So very good compliment to Justin Jefferson. Just need to see him back in full health. Godspeed to you, T.J. Hockenson. You're going to have a great year as well. Coming in number 4 is Mark Andrews from the Ravens. Last year was ranked number 4, 28 years old, 10 games played, Coach, talk to me about Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews had an early injury in mid-November that kind of slowed his season down. He was off to a great start and was pacing to get about 900 yards, 10 touchdowns in the season, but the ankle injury hurt that. But he's Mr. Consistent. You know, he's been doing it for a while. Now with the new look Ravens having that different running back in the backfield now to go with Lamar Jackson is going to make it even easier for Mark Andrews because now you're going to have to worry about not only Lamar, but you got to worry about Derrick Henry back there too,
right.
which in turns, he's going to be able to block for Derrick Henry.
That's right.
And when you bite on the play action, he's going to be open on down the field. So I can see Mark Andrews jumping up a little bit on this list next year.
Yep, he was and is the number one passing option for the Ravens, has been. Wide receivers have come and gone. Mark Andrews is still there. Jeff, talk to me about Mark Andrews.
That healthy Mark Andrews, man. That's all you can ask for is keeping him upright this year because that team has Super Bowl aspirations. And with him healthy and ready to roll, and Lamar Jackson another year being able to play in that big game spotlight, this is their Super Bowl window right here.
Absolutely. He's kept that passing game afloat over the years. Elite pass catcher, still a monster target in the middle of the field. Huge catch radius. He remains incredibly talented on a team that's basically set up through Lamar Jackson. He's exceeded 50 receiving yards per game in 5 straight seasons. So I'll let you know he keeps the light on in Baltimore. Moving on to number 3, we have Sam Laporta from the Detroit Lions. Wasn't ranked last year because he was a rookie, 23 years old, played in 17 games, second team All-Pro, Pro Bowler, and an all-rookie team person. Another great Iowa tight end.
Yes, sir.
Jeff, talk to me about Sam Laporta.
You said it, man. 889 yards, 86 catches, 10 touchdowns. What a year. That's all I can say. What a year. Yeah. That offense became high octane and explosive. Who knew? With Jared Goff back there, the quarterback. Got him paid. Now the expectations are here, though.
Yep.
The expectations are here in that division. Let's see what they're made of in Detroit.
Yep. Coach, Sam Laporta put together one of the best receiving seasons at the tight end position we've ever seen. Talk to me about Sam.
Most ever catches for a rookie at tight end. What makes him special, though, is in the red zone. He knows how to find that niche in order to get open in the red zone. Lions finally got it right. We've seen them draft tight ends over and over again, right. And they finally got one to stick with Sam Laporta. But now the light is on you, though.
Yeah.
It's a little more light on the Lions this year. They reached the NFC Championship game. Nobody thought they were going to do that. So now people are going to be scheming for you. So we're going to see if he can repeat that now going into that sophomore year in the NFL.
You got Jared Goff. You still got amon-ra St. Brown. Ben Johnson is dialing it up for Sam Laporta. Those 10 touchdowns led all tight ends in touchdowns. Might not cross that 10 touchdown threshold again, but looks super easy and natural to him. Has a great feel for the game, great feet, great in red zone, like Coach mentioned. One of those guys, man, great Iowa tight end, the youngest, Sam Laporta. Coming in number 2, which is crazy, we have Killer Trav, my guy, Travis Kelce from the Kansas City Chiefs. He's ranked number 1 last year. He's 34 years old, played in 15 games, and was a Pro Bowler. Coach, talk to me about Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce just kind of got off to a slower start than normal. He picked it up late, and then in the playoffs is when he really got rolling. He had a career low in yards per catch this season, but he still is a problem to match up with. I mean, he still can run routes. He's still going to be able to stretch the field at his tight end. And he's still going to get 7.4 yards after the catch is what was tied for first with tight ends.
Yep.
So, Killer Trav is still a killer.
Yep. Missed out on All-Pro, second team, and a 1,000-yard season for the first time since 2015. That's a model of consistency, Jeff.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about missed out on 1,000, but he still had 984.
984.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's one catch. That's one catch off there with a guy that still had 5 touchdowns. So the talks of him taking a step back, I think, are a little premature. But I mean, to his lofty expectations that he set over the past 7 years with those 1,000 yards, having 984 does look a little different. But again, they're going for history this year, and he's going to be there.
Yeah, and as we saw during the playoffs, he can still take over games alongside Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. That synergy is crazy.
Yeah, and that's what it is, a rapport, synergy that they have together. Still a matchup problem. The entire passing game struggled last season. It allowed defenses to kind of sag off Kelce in coverage. He's the focal point. I get that. You put more resources towards stopping him. But for years, he would kill one-on-ones every time. but he wasn't asked to block as much to keep him in games. They needed him to be healthy. He only blocked in 30% of snaps last season. So it's a good thing for him and the Chiefs to keep him rested and keep him healthy, but it also holds him back from getting his normal numbers. And I think this is one of those things you're taking him out on, at the beginning of first and second downs, because usually those are running plays. You bring him in on third and fourth down. It's hard for him to get those numbers that he had over the years, but I get it. And you're saving him for the big game, and the ultimate goal is to win championships.
They gotta win Super Bowl.
And that's what they're doing in Kansas City. And this is what we're trying to do in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And number one on the list is George Kittle.
Yes,
Last
sir.
year was ranked number 2, 30 years old, 16 games played, first team All-Pro, and a Pro Bowler. Coach, talk to me about George Kittle.
Only played a position to get 1,000 yards this year. And like you mentioned, Travis was right there, but he was only tight end to do it.
Yep.
It was his first since 2019. Injuries had a little bit to do with that.
Yes.
But he averaged 15.7 yards per catch, which led our tight ends. Nobody else was more than 13. And 7.4 yards after catch were tied for first of tight ends.
Yep.
George Kittle can change the games offensively by catching the ball, but he also can change the game by blocking in your running game, or if it's a running play or wide receiver screen. That's what separates George Kittle and Travis Kelce.
Yep. Now, Jeff, did you have George Kittle at number 1? Or did you have Travis Kelce number 1 on your list?
I had Travis Kelce number 1 on my list. However, during pre-production, when we talked about it, you all were right.
Nah, I was rolling with you. I had Kelce.
Okay, you get what I'm saying, but
Kittle
complete
won.
tight end,
Yeah.
complete tight end, blocking. 1,000 with only 65 catches.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Hell
It
yeah.
says a lot about that. First of all, it says a lot about that offense.
Yeah.
It says a lot about that offense. Good
Yeah,
God. But it also says a lot about the player as well. Like, being able to turn that into 1,000 is great. That's amazing.
Absolute monster on the field. Take over games, both a receiver and a blocker. If you watched in the receiver documentary, those 6 touchdowns, he might have scored 3 on his birthday, right? Yeah. So in turn, I think he's the best blocking tight end since Rob Gronkowski. And as good as Travis Kelce is as a pass catcher right now, I think George Kittle is the better overall tight end. And that's what we're here to do, be an overall tight end. So more explosive than Kelce at this point right now. And being able to stay a little bit healthier has helped him to get the number 1 spot. So shout out to George Kittle. Jeff, go through the list 7 through 1.
All right, man, let's do it. At number 7, we have David Njoku. Number 6, we have Evan Ingram. Number 5, we have T.J. Hockenson. Number 4, Mark Andrews. Number 3, Sam Laporta. Number 2, Travis Kelce. And number 1, George Kittle.
Coach, who is leaving the list in 2025?
I mean, it's low-hanging fruit, but I think, David Njoku was going to leave for sure.
Yeah, Joker gone.
Yeah, he's done.
He can pack it up.
Yeah,
Dang.
cool. Nasty man's throwing the ball down the field.
Yeah, he's throwing that thing down. Yeah, he ain't gonna do that. The Bluetooth special. Yeah. I have a couple leaving. I'm gonna pull a Jeff.
Oh,
yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. If you can't beat him, join. If you can't, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna stick to my one. No. Evan Ingram is off the list.
Okay.
Yeah, Evan Ingram is off the list.
Strictly because of injury, and we're not sure when he's going to make the field, I got T.J. Hockenson leading the list.
I can dig it.
I can dig it. That makes sense. Low hanging. Yeah. Joining the list, Jeff. Who you got joining the list in 2025?
This is the year. Finally happens.
Yeah.
This is the cow pitch year.
Let's do it.
This is the cow.
You know what they're gonna do now? They're gonna line him up just like how they did Evan Ingram.
Yeah,
he's gonna have 100 catches.
This is the cow pitch year.
It's up. It's up for him. Yeah. See, that's a Florida Gator, so I ain't gonna roll. But that's my boy. Trust and believe that. Joining the list, Arizona Cardinals, Trey McBride.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
Well,
shout out to my
all
fantasy
right.
team.
That was my one. So
go with it.
Nah, I'm gonna go different. Joining the list this year.
Chigs or Congo?
No,
not Chigs.
You keep that one. I'm gonna go Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz.
That's your man.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna be real.
Dalton Schultz is your man, Scott.
Yes, your man.
No, because my original pick,
Trey McBride.
My original pick was Trey McBride.
Okay.
I just wanted for the sake of the
banter,
listeners,
for the little banter.
Yeah, I wanted to go somebody different.
And that is our wide receivers and tight end list. We're closing things out with the quarterbacks and running backs next week. Please send in some lists. Please
read
the damn pool.
Reading is fundamental. I promise.
We got the pool. I know Ryan Tannehill is your guy.
Yeah.
But no.
Malik Willis not making this list, y'all.
He's not. He's not.
Guess
He could.
Yeah,
He's not.
Joining the list, maybe Will Levis, Mayo.
Oh,
Shout out to the Mayo man.
call it down.
Hey, call it down for Mo Mayo. Dropping a little stomach pancake. I got a bunch of them. Hold, let me get to the list. Not real quick.
Drop one more. Drop one more. Drop one more.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta go one more.
Oh man, this is great. Shout out to you, D Black. I know he laughed at these. There's so many of them. Whipping the one-eyed wonder. Let's start from the top. Beating the bait.
Oh my God.
Beating the snake. Calling down from Mayo. Choking Charlie till he throws up.
Oh my God.
Dishonorable discharge.
I didn't know it. I didn't know it.
Tweet us with questions.
Holding your sausage hostage.
Please rate and subscribe.
Tweet us.
Two more. Knuckle shuffle on your piss pump.
God.
Massage your purple-headed warrior.
Oh yeah.
Playing Susie Palmer and her 5 friends. Polish the chrome dome.
And that is
Popping the purple pimple.
this week's episode of Full Sport Press. Please tweet us.
See Miss Palmer and her 5 powder.
Go to the YouTube page.
Yeah.
Please rate,
subscribe, but more importantly,
but more importantly, please tell a friend.
to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Coach.
Get a drummer song.
J-Ho. I mean, the camera's always on shit.
Cameraman. Let me get one more. Slamming the salami.
We are out.
The Revolution Will Be podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The Revolution Will Be podcasted.